Larry, Fort Worth Memories Museum and Groups. There I am. Okay, let me see if I can find the live feed. And it is just now, okay. It is December 31st, the last day of the year. It turned cold overnight, or cool. You need a jacket. I'm going to style it final day of 2024. Fort Worth Memories. Okay. I can tell the weather's kind of changing. My allergies are starting to kick up. Okay. Shirley is in and I'm in. Today is Tuesday, December 31st. Last day of 2024. It was a pretty good year, I think. As a group, we lost quite a few people. We added a bunch of people, or a bunch of people joined. So we all know that death is a part of life, and when it's our turn, it's our turn. Okay, so Saturday, we're eating at Barton's Pizza. Out on Cherry Lane. They got a buffet. So that'll be Saturday will be what? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4th. Saturday will be the 4th. January the 4th. I don't know of anything. Let me get signed in here on this deal. There's that. There I am. 2 comments. Okay. Today is New Year's Eve. We need to all be thankful for everything that we're above ground. If you're going out tonight to celebrate, be sure and be careful. Greg and Dawn are in. Brittany's in. Good morning to everybody. So make your New Year's resolutions and start them off. I think the most common one is losing weight. That's always a problem for me, for a lot of people. Our Cleveland group says, Happy New Year to everybody. Somebody sounds like they just opened the door to the detail shop. There's nobody here but me, so I think that's impossible. Paul is in. So the big question, will Jerry get rid of McCarthy or will he keep him on? I think Jerry needs to start a complete rebuild. Number one, they're paying these players too much money. I mean, Jesus Christ. Prescott makes what? I'm going to figure that. How many games are there? They're 7-9, so that's 16, 17. There's 18 games in a season. How many games in the NFL season? $17 games. Okay, so let's do the math. 60, I don't even know how to do this. There's 6,000, there's 60,000, there's 600,000. That's 6 million. That's $60 million. No, that's not what he makes, is it? He paid him 160. The contract's 160 million divided by 4. So it's 40 million a year. 40. It'd help if I knew what I was doing. There's 40,000, 400,000, 4 million. There's 40 million divided by 17. He makes $2,352,941 a game. So it's $2,352,941.18. And divide that by 3 hours. He makes $784,000 an hour. 313. And divide that by 60 seconds. He makes $13,000 a second during game time. 13,071 per second. No, that'd be per minute. Per minute. That's per hour. We can divide it by 60 and get the seconds. I don't even know what that is. I guess it's $217 a second. Let's see if that works out. 217 times 180. That's not right. Anyway, y'all know now why I didn't get through school. Anyway, it makes too dang much money. Ain't nobody worth that. Hell, what's the President of the United States make? He don't even make $1 million a year. Okay, anybody got anything they want to talk about? Says we've got 9 people in. It's cool out there. I guess it's 50, or maybe not 50. It's 46 degrees. It's going to get to, feels like 37, going to get to 58. Tomorrow 54, 62 on Thursday, 56 on Friday, 59 on Saturday. Sunday it's going to rain and be 66. Next week it's going to be in the 40s. So it's going to be cool. I think we can start a deal just for fun. What is your New Year's resolution? For 2025. I'm gonna try to find it. There's a good one. No, I did not get one. New Year's resolution. That looks like a good one. Trying to find something I can post where y'all can. Okay, I found a good one. So I'm going to post it. Here we go. If the internet would hurry up and start working. I've come to find out AT&T ain't much better than Spectrum. Well, they're a lot better, but at least they run the Mevos and all of that. So, come on, it won't open up. I don't understand why it's so difficult. When I go over there to the main office, the big office where Kyle and Brooke and all of them are, I think today's their last day there. They're moving to another building. Internet works perfect. Quick, fast. Okay, it finally worked. I had to refresh it. What is your New Year's resolution? Is that what we're looking for? I'm going to change it, but what is your New Year's goal? Okay, there you go. Okay, I've got South Texas people in. I guess they're getting ready. What's the weather like down there? They're getting ready to wash cars. Okay, so we're eating at Parton's. The Cowboys play their final game this week, which is who? Cowboys final game. They play well, they've already played the Eagles. Oh, they've already played? They don't have another game? I thought they had one more game. I don't guess they do. Oh no. They play the Commanders at home had here at Dallas, January the 5th. So Scott will get that up hopefully today, and we can choose that. Well, they got hammered. You know, that's the, I saw it on somewhere on the internet. That game's last Sunday, 41-7. That was the only time in their history that score, or it goes back to 1960, that they've ever had that score with the other team winning 41-7. That's kind of a first. Agency saves your wallet by ending its charity act for illegal immigrants. What the hell is that? ICE shuts down programs offering services to illegal immigrants, citing immense cost. So, I mean, I understand, and but we've let these people in. You've let them in, and then that's like inviting somebody into your house and saying, okay, you can use my house, but I'm not providing any food. Or, I mean, to me, that seems like it's going to drive the crime rate up. But, I mean, I don't know what other answer you've got. But we got to stop all of this stuff. This free stuff. I mean, it's not free, we pay for it. So it says it's ended 2 programs that provide social services to illegal immigrants who are released in the U.S. Interior. I agree, we can't pay it, we can't afford it. But so what are those people going to do? You're letting them in. ICE only has around 40,000 beds available at one time for nearly 7.7 million people. That doesn't work out. This Biden deal, letting that border get wide open, I hope they remember him for that. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Trying to get votes. Okay, anybody got anything that they want to talk about? You can come by today and we can shoot the breeze. I might give old Bud Kennedy a call and see if he, on a short notice, if he wants to come by. The Trainmaster control, yes. Hold on, I'll show it to you. No, that's not it. There it is, with the boards on the next. It's next to the piano. That is the Trainmaster control that ran the M&O subway, the Tandy subway, every subway. And so that Trainmaster control controlled the longest, or what did that subway represent? The longest subway, privately owned subway in the world. And that is what they used to control it, drive the subway cars, and it's in the Fort Worth Memories Museum. When when Marty and them moved the M&O museum, they merged it with the Science and History Museum. They came here first and asked me if I would like to merge my museum with the M&O museum, but I don't have enough room, and that stuff needs to be shown. I've got 6,400 pieces in these 2 rooms, and I've got over 93,000 pieces. So stuff I can't even show myself. And that piano was donated by Fred Papa T. Calhoun, who was the first piano player for a string band anywhere. Bob Wills and Milton Brown. Well, Milton Brown. And his children donated it to the museum. Now the deal on the tripod over there is you can't see it very good. You need to come look at it. That is a diploma from Fort Worth University, which was the big university here prior to TCU. They left here in 1911 and moved to Oklahoma City, and they're still in business there, but it's not called Fort Worth University. So the Fort Worth University had a law degree program and a medical program, and they were here from, originally it was tied in with TWC. So Fort Worth has always been good or big on learning institutions. Right now we're kind of going through a phase with our public school system, which I think every public school system in the country goes through the same situation. I don't know what the answer is. I don't pretend to know. But something needs to be done. Okay, let me get back on the live feed. See if anybody has 15 comments. Dora is in. Happy New Year's to you. Sandy, making memories with my family and friends. That's good resolution. Hope to see you when the bluebonnets bloom this spring. Debbie wishes everybody a happy new year. Prissy says good morning. You can spend an afternoon with me. Good morning. I'm here every day, Monday through Saturday. Yeah, everyone needs to be safe. Larry says good morning. Yeah, I have people all the time come by and we just talk about history. They can ask me stuff about my knowledge of it. If it has to do with Fort Worth or Tarrant County, there ain't much that my brain capacity or my photographic memory doesn't have in it. But there is some things. I had a lady yesterday call me and told me about a refinery, a Trinity Refinery, and it's basically over there where Dickies Arena is now, and then on up. So, and I asked her, I said, so part of that property that your grandfather owned, I think she said he owned 17 acres or 33 acres, something, was where the original Camp Bowie military installation was. And she said that's true. Dub says good morning to everybody. Colleen is in. George is in. So, I guess we've got a rebuilding year for the Cowboys. I don't know how the Rangers fared last year. I'm just kind of a football guy. I like it when the Rangers win. And I'm not a basketball nut. But I have met Mark Cuban. I That guy's worth a lot of money. What is the status on what? The ISIS Theater. I have no clue. Is anybody knowledgeable about that? I think with the way technology has changed, the way that we watch stuff or get our news or whatever, the days of newspaper business in the printed form, I think, has come to an end or is coming to an end. Most, like Star Telegram, most major newspapers have a digital service. That Fort Worth Report is good. It gives you a morning newsletter. Star Telegram, I haven't seen what their online deal is. They want too much money to join their deal. I mean, it's like $700 for a newspaper. That's ridiculous. I mean, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. What I do right now is live streaming from listening to Hal J of WBAP when he and Haywood were on the other day. He said the radio business, talk radio, is not, everything is streaming now. So Debbie is in, Delinda's in. So, you know, these movie theaters, I don't know how they're faring. Is anybody knowledgeable about that? But the ISIS, they tried to offer free westerns during the day and yada yada yada, but didn't work out. I don't know how the Haltom Theater is doing. Is it still open? It was one that kind of was same thing as the ISIS. They tried different things in it. Haltom Theater. Okay, here's her deal. Haltom Theater is an antique venue with 2 full bars, a bar diner, and a massive event space for live entertainment. Okay. The New Year's Eve Bring Out the Dead, the Haltom Theater Midnight Murder Show. I guess they're going to have it's $20 at the door. It's tonight. Doors open at 5 p.m. Midnight Murder Show at 11 p.m. Side stage. So I guess the Haltom Theater is still operating. Let's see what the online thing says about the ISIS. The ISIS Theater, Fort Worth. Permanently closed. Theater's owners announced they would be ceasing operations November 26. $5.3 million loan default, delinquent taxes, darkened. After sitting vacant for roughly 30 years, It reopened in 2021, so it didn't last that long. Jeffrey Smith and Debbie Smith. I started helping them to get awareness at the first, and we made not a handshake deal, but I said I'd be happy to help promote it, and they had that fire escape on the side, and there's 2 or 3 other things. And then she called me one day and said, how much you think we can get for all of that? I said, well, it's not yours to give away. You told me with me giving y'all free advertisement on Memories, it was mine. Well, we're going to sell it. That was the end of their presence on Fort Worth Memories. I blocked them. It defaulted on an initial loan of $5.385 million. Wonder what the collateral was. Somebody lost a bunch of stuff. Lawsuit contests ownership of the building. He just got a little bit too far down the road with the wrong kind of lenders, so they're blaming it now on the lenders. Well, I don't know who actually owns it. They entered into a business arrangement with Richard Roth Theater Inc. or Theater LLC. They did a good job fixing it up. But Brittany, who are you talking about? The ISIS? Tom Reynolds is in, Monty is in. Good morning. The ISIS is permanently closed. There's nothing happening there. The Haltom is doing stuff. It's kind of a venue, open deal. I've got some good ideas about historic stuff or stuff about Fort Worth. If we could get some people that would contribute to it. Hell, I can't get donations for this museum. It's barely hanging on. The rent's too high. I mean, it just is. It's $5,000 a month. Anyway, if you're going out tonight, make sure you, if you're drinking, just Uber it or Lyft or whatever. Don't get behind the wheel, I can tell you. You'll wake up and either discover that you got arrested for a DWI, you sent me a message about Fort Worth. What happened in Fort Worth, Nancy? And they tell me these DWIs are $20,000 or $30,000 first offense, and then pray that you didn't hurt somebody or damage somebody else's property. It's not worth the risk, you know. The risk is not, there's no reward in it. Fort Worth passes Austin to become 4th largest city in Texas. We must have a lot of those cities, the largest cities in the country, because thank you, Nancy, for that information, because uh, Fort Worth is the 12th largest city in the whole country. So we now have more than 989,878 by January 2024. Well, that's come and gone. We're a year later, so we got to be over a million. And the Metroplex, they're predicting that this Metroplex, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, all of that stuff, will be the second or third largest in the country by 2030, I think. Population of the Metroplex. More than 8 people. 8 million people. The Metroplex is 27.6% of the state's total population. Greater Houston metropolitan area is 7,510,000. We're growing like a weed. If you don't believe it, just get in your car and try to go anywhere. Man, the days of honey, I'm going to the drugstore, I'll be back in 20 minutes, and you live 2 blocks from it, are over. We're going to eat at Parton's Pizza on Saturday. Come enjoy a buffet at Parton's out on Cherry Lane. Okay, go back to the comments. Yeah, it's larger than Austin. You don't want to drive down to Austin with a bumper sticker that says Trump for Republicans. That's for sure. I'm sure they didn't take the election results very good. So, Jimmy Carter finally passed. You know, I met his brother and sister. They were at the convention center. This was after he was the president. I don't know if y'all remember it. It was his sister that was speaking at the convention center. Some kind of seminar. I was there, I got invited. And Billy showed up and he was drunk. I wanted to ask Bud Kennedy about that. Let's see if Google knows something. President Jimmy Carter's sister spoke in Fort Worth back in the day. Ruth Stapleton. So her name was Ruth Stapleton. Ruth Stapleton in Fort Worth. I know I didn't dream that up. I can't find anything. Oh, wait a minute. The New Jerusalem. Oh, she had a retreat at Ruth Carter Stapleton's retreat near Denton. She was a That was like a cult. She was on stage and Billy was walking down the aisle or towards the stage, and he got thrown out, the best I can remember. I think he was drunk. But anyway, when I do talk to Bud Kennedy, I'll ask him about that. Scott has not signed in yet that I know of. Has he? Is he called? No. Okay, so I'll let y'all get back to your coffee or breakfast or back to bed. It's a good day to stay home. I wish I could have stayed home. I could have stayed home. I just don't. So we're gonna all have a day off tomorrow. Not all of us. There'll be a lot of places open, but there's lots of football on, I guess. There's bowl games. I don't think there's any. Is there any NFL on tomorrow? Football on New Year's Day. I should have said on television. The Rose Bowl is on. Ohio State and Oregon. I don't guess there's any football. NFL. Oh, wait a minute. No football games on NFL on tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna start getting my stuff done around here. Y'all come by and see me, and I will talk to y'all later. About now.